not having such like high expectations. Like, relax. Like, this is not your first language. I feel like sometimes we really get like, you know, down on that. It's not your first language. It's okay. Okay, even Korean people that are learning English or any other language are also going through the same thing. You're going through trying to learn their language and struggling, and that's okay. Just be proud of yourself that you are putting in the work and putting in the effort, and that's it.
이메일을 확인해요. I write a report. 보고서를 써요.
회의를 해요.
I eat lunch. 점심을 먹어요.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This, I don't know what day of vlogmas this is gonna be, but vlogmas day something. Okay, we'll put it on the screen. I'm about to do some evening nighttime studying for Korean. Run it back. I should have said the intro in Korean. Oh my god, 미안해요. 안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 유진입니다. I still need to learn how to say welcome if you're new, but anyways, welcome if you're new. 공부를 해야 합니다. No, 공부를 하려 합니다. 네. 공부를 하려 합니다. 지금 공부를 하려 합니다. The way I'm trying to like extend it, like anyways, I'm about to study Korean. Okay, I'm about to study. Honestly guys, I feel like I've gotten a lot better with my Korean. I feel like I'm a little bit more confident in speaking in it, so I think it's just because I've been a lot more consistent. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear background noise. My mom's right next door watching the show, so that's why. I made myself some spearmint tea, which I have not had in months. Girl, I've not had in months. Don't know why, because it's really good for you, but I just keep having coffee, which is not cute or demure to have all the time. So I'm going over some daily routine phrases in Korean, which actually I've never clicked on this video. I normally do the same video that has like 300 or so, 100 to 300 phrases, but I thought I don't want to get used to just one type of video. I kind of want to expose myself to different types of like sentences, and these ones are a little bit more specific to like certain like everyday things like in the weekday and stuff like that. So also, I burnt my neck. And there's a really bad scar, and I don't want to traumatize people and put it there, because I know that there's gonna be some people that are squeamish, so I'm not gonna do that to you. Okay, if you want to see the scar for whatever reason, let me know and I'll do it in another video. But like, I took a video of it today with the flash, and it was not cute or demure, and it was really stinging. And TMI for the video, I woke up with my neck burning. So basically this burn's been here since like Tuesday, and it's now Friday, and it was really stinging at first, and then it was like, it went really dark, and I thought, I didn't know if it scabbed over or not. I just know that it went dark, you know, like how burns normally do. They change the color and then they, you know. And I woke up this morning and the darkness wasn't there, and it was just like raw skin that I could see. Yeah, and it was stinging. Like, I woke up with a burn on my neck, and I was like, why am I burning when I'm waking up? And then I realized it was this. You know, like when you're just you're sleeping and you wake up with pain, and it's just like, I haven't even started the day yet. Calm down. You know, come on. Like, wow. Like, what are we doing? Like, in my head, I'm always thinking, like, like, what is this? Like, why is it burning? I haven't even like breathed with my eyes open yet, and I can feel burning. Anyways, hopefully it's really healing itself now. I don't know. I put aloe vera gel on it like twice today, so.
I leave work. 퇴근을 해요.
퇴근을 해요.
I work overtime. 야근을 해요. I come home.
집에
가요.
귀가를 해요.
I cook.
음식을 만들어요. 요리를 해요.
Or
Oh,
요리를 해요.
I had no idea that yori was the Chinese origin. I thought that was like the OG way of saying it in Korean. I thought that was like the Korean. The more you know. Wow. So yori is a Chinese origin, but you can use either one. 음식을 만들어요. 요리를 해요. Period.
I eat dinner. 저녁을 먹어요.
저녁 식사를 해요.
강아지를 산책시켜요.
Guys, this is like when you're learning, like, so for example with Korean, my thing is that I do a lot of like writing. I've only just now, after like weeks, if you guys have been watching my recent language study vlogs, I have been saying that I'm just gonna go over like my old lessons, which I have done because I took a long break and I needed to just basically just focus on revising. But my thing is, I write down a lot of verbs for every lesson, so like verbs, but basically vocabs, verbs and nouns, adverbs, all that stuff that we write down. Okay, girl, like I'm telling you, there's like gonna be 100 pages of these because I've done 100 lessons, so like there's probably gonna be half of that because I write it more so from 2 lessons. You get the point. My thing is like memorizing these words, and I know the main way to memorize is honestly just output and like using them, but I don't know, I think I get overwhelmed with all the words in this book and then I'm like, I just don't learn them. So I know like a lot of basic words in Korean, but then I end up forgetting so much. Like kumjo means abstaining from drinking. 결심하다 means to decide. 장난치다 means to joke around. Like in my head, I'm like, how do I remember all these things? Like I know how I need to. I'm just complaining. I know that I need to just use the words a lot. This keeps distracting me because I keep like catching myself and I'm like, what is that on my neck? But I need output. Honestly, I just need to find someone or like a few people to talk to in Korean more often because I don't get a chance to do a lot of output. But to be fair, when I'm like watching lives with like idols, I talk a lot in English, but I try to like also read what people are saying in Korean and also speak in Korean, even if it's basic, like even if it's like saying happy birthday on like a reverse post or something, I say it in Korean because in my head I'm just like, what, we can't be lazy, like we're learning language, we can't be sitting here right wanting to learn it and then we're like not actually like putting in the work. Do you know what I mean? Like gotta work, gotta make that money, make purse. Okay guys, I thought I'd give some tips on how I study Korean. Again, I've already done a video or maybe 2 videos on this before and they did quite well, so I thought I'd give you guys an extra maybe 1 or 2 tips that I do. So this is something that's become a lot easier for me because I've been consistent with my studying the past few days. I've also picked up my studying on apps that I kind of was neglecting, like Twitter is the app that I started off with, which I really liked, and they're really short lessons, so I started going back on that again, which has helped, and I can use that to go over all the basics from the very beginning, since that's where I learned most of everything when I first started learning Korean. But the main thing that I have been doing that has become more easier for me is whenever I say something in English that I know I can possibly say in Korean, I try to clock it. Sometimes I think we end up being kind of like, lazy might be a strong word to use, but like we kind of end up we just kind of go with like the language that we're comfortable speaking in, right? So we're just like, okay. But now I've always done this, but it's a lot easier. Before it used to feel like a strain. I'd be like, ugh. Now I kind of just focus on the sentences that I know that I could possibly say in Korean, and it's no longer like really short. It's like, or maybe it's now me saying sentences where I'm using newer vocab or newer grammar that I haven't really used often, but if I remember to use it, I'm like, oh, let me let me stop and let me say that again, but in Korean this time. That's what ends up helping me, especially if I'm like struggling to get output, like talking to other people who are also learning Korean or just native Korean speakers. Sometimes when you do start talking, the conversations tend to fizzle out, so it's a good way to do it if you don't have anyone to talk to. Is just like getting the output out yourself is a good way to still try and do that method, even if you don't have someone else to talk to. Another thing that I've been doing, which I've already mentioned this actually to you guys, I don't know what it is, I've just not been in the mood to watch a drama in a long time, and I've been trying to, and I'm just like not in the mood to watch one. I don't know why, because I do like dramas, I just haven't been in the mood. So a lot of the Korean content I've been consuming has been variety shows from K-pop idols. So when I'm watching these shows, if you want to know specifically, it's been in Hypen recently. We love our 10 o'clock episodes, girl. Oh yeah, period. If you are engine, let me know down below, girl. Hey. But typically I use that method to get input so I can hear them speaking. And sometimes it's annoying sometimes because I have this habit where, because I'm learning the language, I'm always pausing 24/7 like every minute. But I try not to do it too much because then I get like, ugh, because I don't want it to start to feel like a chore. But that is one of the things I do as well, is I consume that type of content day in, day out, and where I can, and I just watch that and try to hear. I try to listen out for any type of like vocab or grammar that I would know, or even just understanding a sentence. So I do that a lot. Also, use social media to your advantage, guys. Like, try to, like, when idols are posting, if you're into K-pop, even if you're not into K-pop or something, I don't know, if you see something that's written in Korean somewhere, try to like figure that out by yourself before just immediately translating. Sometimes I do that a lot, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just lazy. And it's like, no, you can't do that, otherwise you're just gonna let the phone do the work for you. And if you're learning the language, you need to put the translator down sometimes and just try and do it yourself. Otherwise you're not going to know what you know and what you don't know, because you're just constantly relying on the translator. Papagogo, she's your best friend, but she's also your enemy. Okay, so that's a few extra tips that I've been doing. But I really do feel like, as of recently, that my pronunciation has improved and I'm a lot more confident as time goes on. And I think the confidence is just going to grow, guys, by just practicing. Like, that's just, there's no like special rule of like, oh, you're just going to know it if you just, you know, it's just practicing and being confident, and also just not having such like high expectations. Like, relax. Like, this is not your first language. I feel like sometimes we really get like, you know, down on that. It's not your first language. It's okay. Okay, even Korean people that are learning English or any other language also going through the same thing. You're going through trying to learn their language and struggling, and that's okay. Just be proud of yourself that you are putting in the work and putting in the effort, and that's it. And have fun with it, girl. Like, I always have fun when I'm learning Korean, so it makes it a lot easier for me to want to study. So if you don't enjoy it, maybe try and learn a different language, or put the book down for a minute, or try and find a new method that's going to work for you. But if it starts to feel like a chore, you're not going to soak up the information as well as you could, and you're basically, in my opinion, you'd just be wasting your time. So just make sure you enjoy it. But yeah, that's it. I also wrote down a few new sentences. Let me see if I remember what the sentence is. The new vocab I was using was 장난치다. 장난치다. 장난치지 마요. I think I said this right. I forgot what it means. 장난치다. I think it means joking around. Yeah, I think I was trying to write stop joking around, but I don't know if that's the right way you'd say this, but I just used the vocab that I wrote down in my book, so I will check it later or whatnot. 의식하다. 그녀는 의식하고 싶어 해요. 그녀는 의식하고 싶어 해요. 촌비를 마치다. 저는 촌비를 마쳤어요. 제품. I don't know if I think this is wrong. I think 이거 제품이 무슨 일이에요? Is it 미리예요? I need to go over the basics, girl. I'll be the game. But anyways, I'm gonna continue my studying in bed now with my lovely apps, because sometimes just sitting here is not fun. I've also been avoiding doing my longer form lessons, like watching long hour live streams of lessons, but I need to get back to it because I love it when like these lessons go like in depth, and they do help. It's just that I have a lot of work to do and it's like really hard to keep up with it. So mind you, I work from home, so I know there's people out there that have to work outside of the home, and then time might not be on your side when it comes to studying. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this language study session with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Also check out my other language study vlogs because there's some good ones with some other good tips. Okay, bye, 안녕.